Now, government buildings are reported to be on fire in the Libyan capital, Tripoli, as demonstrators demand an end to the 41-year rule of Colonel Gaddafi. The son of the Libyan leader blamed opposition groups and outsiders for instigating the protests. The army is reported to be using live ammunition against demonstrators, with international organizations putting the current death toll at over 200. In a televised national address, Seif Al-Islam Gaddafi said this number was exaggerated, also dismissing reports that his father has fled the country. Meanwhile, the unrest continues to spread further through the region, with protests in Yemen, Bahrain and Morocco. Regional expert Adrian Salbuchi says that global dominance groups are behind the wave of revolts.
They might be getting rid of a 30, 40 or 50-year-old regime, but many of these countries, certainly in Egypt, certainly in Libya, certainly in Tunisia and in Bahrain, they might be getting themselves into just as bad or even worse trouble if they don't really understand the social processes going on and the powerful interests that may be driving them from outside of the Middle East. Because I think this ties into a more global pattern where we have to understand the major geopolitical long-term planning emanating from such organizations as the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, and the Bilderberg Group, who have for decades been fighting the Arab world and have been fighting the sovereign nation state as an institution on a global basis. So in a way, if they can get rid of these strong men, whether it be Hosni Mubarak in Egypt or Colonel Gaddafi in Libya, and try to transition, as I was saying before, to a more liberal, chaotic, and more controllable Western-style democracy, that would serve their interests. So I think we have to be very careful about the various readings that we make of this. It's very important that both the protesters on the one side and the government on the other side, whether it be in Egypt, whether it be in Libya, whether it be in Bahrain or in Tunisia, should understand the powerful social forces they are up against, the psychological warfare tactics that are being used, and they should not allow themselves, either side, to be used by interests and objectives which are completely outside the interest of the Libyans or the Egyptians or the Tunisians or the Iraqis or just about any country that is having such turmoil in the Middle East at present.